Show you how to turn these two pieces of clay into a French butter keeper. Now, I don't have one to show you because I've never made one before. So this is a butter dish. This is a salt crock. The French butter keeper is gonna be a combination of these two pieces, and I'm gonna explain how. Imagine this. It's gonna look a lot like this, but when you lift up the lid, instead of there being nothing underneath here, imagine this, it will be full of butter. And this is full of water. And when you put the butter inside of the water actually keeps the butter fresh and soft enough to spread, is what I've heard. I've never bought one before. I am just trying this out and we're gonna see how it goes. As with all of the items that I make, I put flowers on everything. For the French butter keeper, I was like, how can I put my own spin on this? How can I add flowers to it in a way that is different and unique, but also relating to butter in some way? Insert butter cups. Because it is literally a cup with butter in it. So the goal here is to make a 5-petaled flower that looks like a buttercup here for the handle. Yeah, so imagine this plus this with a 5-petaled flower, and that is the destiny of these two pieces of clay. Let's go. All right, first we're gonna start with the bottom part. Here is the first piece. I feel like it might be a little big. I don't know. Now I'm gonna see how to make a piece that fits inside of this. So I'm sitting here and I'm just trying to figure out how to make this piece. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up, make the opening larger, and then I'm going to compress the edge to create kind of like a flat lid-like thing. I'm really gonna have to make sure that the measurements match up with the piece that I just threw. All right, I think that looks good. We're gonna call it good. This is what it looks like. For now, this is the shape that I'm happy with. Now let's test and see if it fits inside. Look, I don't wanna say it's a perfect fit, but it kind of looks like one. All right, so I'm gonna let these pieces dry, and then tomorrow I will trim them and we will start constructing this piece and seeing how it all works out. Day 2 of the buttercup. So yesterday I threw these two pieces to make a French butter keeper, also known as the buttercup. This is the part where the water goes in. This is the part where the butter goes in. The next part of this process is called trimming. I'm going to trim the lid so that it fits perfectly on top of the bottom part. So on the bottom part, we will trim off these nasty edges and then create a foot down here. Put my stamp in there. Little Tootsie Rolls of clay. This is my favorite tool, the cheese grater. It's the best. You gotta use this. It is the best way to trim. Okay, so I can already tell that this base is really thin, so my foot needs to be kind of shallow. You can tell the thickness of a piece if you tap on it. If it were thicker, it would be a lot deeper of a sound. We're not gonna do that deep of a foot. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, this is kind of a funky shape. There's a couple different ways you could trim this. I'm gonna try to center it based on this part, attach it to the wheel with my little Tootsie Rolls of clay. Okay, wow. I feel like that looks so nice. So after trimming, I'm like really, really pleased with how this shape turned out. Beautiful! It is day 3 of the buttercup. I think this form looks so nice. The only thing we have left to do is to add our flower as the handle to the top. I tried making one. I don't really love how it looks so far. Here's my first 5-petaled flower. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard. I mean, this one already looks better. I mean, that one might have just been too big. Okay, so here's a 5-petaled flower. Not cleaned up yet. You know, there's that. I don't like how these are looking. I don't like how this is looking. Okay, I mean, I think the best one, this one I kind of want to work on. I kind of want to clean it up a little bit and see how I can make it look. This one is the most symmetrical. Also could use some cleanup. I so badly want the petals to go down. And I guess I can just kind of like make my own variation of a buttercup. But like a buttercup, anatomically speaking, would never have the petals go down. Who cares, right? Who cares? It's art. I think I'm just gonna attach this one. Really, really try to clean it up and make it look amazing. We got a flower on there. Here's what it looks like. I'm gonna let this little puppy dry for a really long time, and then I'll check back in when it's time to glaze. All right, the buttercup went through its first firing. We're gonna check it out and glaze it. Okay, looks like we made it through the first firing with no cracks, which is great. Yeah, everything looks really, really good. So when we glaze, we have to think about where on this pot we can leave a part of it unglazed where it can sit on the kiln shelf. I'm gonna leave this foot right here unglazed, and I'm gonna leave right here unglazed so that I can sit it in the kiln like this, and the whole rest of the piece will be glazed. Okay, today is the day. It is time to pull the buttercup out of the kiln. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about it all day, and I just hope it looks perfect. Okay, there's the 2 pieces. So let's pull them out and see if it all still fits. So here's the lid. It looks perfect. Here's the bottom. Also looks perfect. Ultimate test. It fits perfectly. I think we should go try this out. All right, now it's time to test. We're gonna put some butter in our buttercup and put some water in and see if this works how I'm hoping it will. She's in there. Okay. Oh, okay, there is definitely water on it. All right, I think we're just gonna let that sit and like soften, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna try to make some toast with this butter, and we'll see how it looks. Good morning. We are going to try out the butter crock this morning and see if the butter is all soft and perfect for toast. I'm gonna call this a smashing success. For a first try, I think I did a really good job. There's a couple things that I want to change. I think it's a little too big. I'd like to make it a little bit smaller, but overall, big thumbs up on this, and I'm definitely gonna make some more to sell.